GT
Mm.
Online, what are your predictions?
Ooh, that's a good. I don't think we've spoken too much about that.
No.
We haven't. Like, do you just mean in general or like
Um,
anything
everything,
specific?
everything from the release date of GT Online to what you think will be in it.
Um, I think that they're going to do the exact same thing as they did last time they released.
Yeah.
Well, they came out with GTA 5.
Yeah.
In, was it GTA 5 came out what September 17th, 2013, and then the online came out a couple weeks later on, I think October 1st. I could be wrong. I think it
Yeah.
was October 1st, 2013. So look, I would say that they probably have the same idea in mind where they want to wait for majority of, well, pretty much everyone to play the single player component and then go to online. Because I think I mean, if the option, if there are two options available at launch to play online and single player, I think everyone's just going to hop over to the online and not play the single player. So I
Yeah.
think it just makes
Yeah, I agree
sense.
with you then.
Yeah, it just makes sense for the single player to be available first for a little bit of time and then online a little
Imagine
bit later
putting
on.
in like a decade's worth of work into the story mode just for people to skip it and go straight into the online.
Yeah,
A lot of
exactly.
people
Because
do that, a little bit
yeah,
like
that's right. But that's why when they did it last time, obviously that
it
was good
actually
like
gives
that. I think
people an opportunity to play it.
100%, 100%. I feel that they're just going, and they did the exact same thing with Red Dead 2, right?
Yeah.
I think they
Yeah.
did, yeah.
So
They
yeah,
did. Yeah.
so they're gonna do the same thing, I'd say.
I think, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people saying that because GT Online is so important, it'll get released at the same time, but it's not like they need the money from it. They're going to make billions of dollars from just the
Exactly.
story mode sales. So,
Mm,
to be honest, I think it could even go the other way where GTA Online could potentially, this is me just spitballing ideas, but it could come out a month or two later.
mm.
Because let's be honest, no one's going to be like emotionally distraught by it, and if they are, then they need to touch grass. But I think I think the
I
whole
can't believe Lucia cheated on Jason. Oh my, what a bitch.
yeah, exactly. So I think there's every possibility that GTA Online comes out at least 2 weeks after the story, and maybe
Mm.
even later.
I'm fine if it's even later than that. Like, I
Well,
want to be able to actually play the story and do everything that it has to offer, like all the side quests and all that, and not just have to
Yeah,
blitz through the main missions just to avoid spoilers, because
yeah,
guaranteed a
agreed.
lot of people are going to be trying to do that. Especially
yeah.
with us being creators, we make a video and
Mm.
then they go into the comments, Lucia dies. I'm like,
Oh no.
that would just
Yeah,
be annoying. So,
I'm
yeah,
I'm with you 100% on that. I think especially being creators, like we want to do our first playthroughs, we want to do a bit of streaming with it, we want to do guides, like, how to
yeah,
do this mission. We want to do all of the normal first release stuff, and it's
yeah,
impossible to do that when you spend 3 weeks making story mode content and then all of a sudden you're 3 weeks behind with online.
exactly.
Mm.
Um, there's also a lot of people saying that they want their accounts to be transferable from GTA Online.
They need to move on. They
Yeah,
need to move on. They're the same people that say they're not going to leave Los Santos. Like
yeah,
it's been long enough. Move on, start a new character. If we went in with people that have millions of dollars and they're already like level 500 or whatever, it's not going to be fun. There's just an unfair advantage. We should all
100%.
like actually start from the start together.
but also as well. So I was talking to a friend of mine. He works for a games developer, but he was saying that one of the reasons that in games like Grand Theft Auto Online, one of the reasons why everything's so expensive, from vehicles to shark cards, whatever it might be, is because of inflation in the game. And inflation in the game is caused by people modding in money. So
Mm,
there'll be hundreds of thousands of accounts out there, even accounts that Rockstar hasn't picked up on yet, that will have modded money in there. And
yeah,
that means that they can't just go and release a car for 100,000 in-game dollars, because people, like with modded accounts, with so many of them, it makes the car less rare, easier
Mm.
to attain. So one of the reasons, I mean, there's no getting around the fact that obviously they benefit by charging more because it encourages
yeah,
people to buy shark cards, but the rate of inflation in GT Online started happening around the first wave of modding, as soon as the PC
yeah,
versions came out. Um, and then people started like reverse engineering some of the PlayStation versions before Rockstar got on top of it. That's when we started to see big problems with
yeah.
inflation. So I'm hoping that they start again. Hopefully, a Ford Mustang is $40,000
I just
US
miss
dollars.
grinding.
Mm.
Like going
Mm.
back, like Rooftop Rumble was the way to make money.
Yeah.
You just like there, you grinding that over and over like all night just to be able to afford the adder and live at what is it, Eclipse Towers.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was the life, man. And now like you do one heist and you're good.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like for example, the car that is the Ford Mustang or the Chevy Camaro in GT Online is $2 million. That is
Yeah,
in
it's just
real life.
stupid.
That's like
The
a
economy-
40.
Police cars are even crazier, man.
Yeah.
$5 million for a police car. I think it's like 7 million if you're fully upgraded or something like that. That's just wild. I remember when they first released the gold jet, and I thought that was crazy. Even the yacht at I think $8 million, and then
10,
now
is
it's
it
just
10?
standard cars. 10 million is it? Oh my
I
god!
think it's 10, yeah.
I
Well,
thought they were crazy, and now it's just your standard price for a regular car, basically.
But if you max out the Kotsaga submarine, if you max that out, that's like 8 million.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's just crazy.
Um, but that's the thing. Like, why? Like, I can buy four Mustangs or one submarine. How does that rate
Yeah.
of inflation work? How does
They
that
need to
scale?
sort that out.
The thing is, I don't mind if it's still like $50 for a shark card for like what was it like a 4 million or something. I don't mind if it's still that much, but rather than getting that much money, you get less money, but that less money goes further.
Yeah.
Like a house shouldn't be, because in GTA 6, I think it's fair to assume that we'll probably be able to buy proper rather than just apartments.
Mm.
A beachside property shouldn't cost you $100 million.
Yeah.
It should be
Exactly.
It should be the same price as some apartments cost you in GTA
Exactly.
Online.
Exactly. But I think the interesting question that I want to ask you guys is what type of ways or what ways do you reckon we can spend our money compared to how it's been in GTA 5 in 6? Like there's got to be other ways that we can spend our money better. Like what other ways?
That is a good question.
I think houses, boats, because boats were
Boats.
they were neglected massively in GTA 5. Boats, and also more options for like maybe even customizing houses, maybe
Yes.
options to add rooms when you buy a house or
Mm.
to modify it. And I don't mean going like the full Sims experience. I just mean little things like being able to actually properly choose the colors of your property. And then on top of that, little things as well, like having more things that we can do socially in the game. So being able to set up proper events where we can do things like pool or bowling or whatever.
Or basketball or whatever.
Or basketball.
I
Yeah.
hope they've got pool in there. I love that in GTA 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
mate,
that was fun.
That could be
It
like
was such
a
a
whole.
shame that they didn't do it with GTA
Well, you could do a
5.
whole podcast where everyone's just playing pool and talking.
Yeah.
Like
That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
That.
I think that in terms of ways to spend money, it's going to be not, I wouldn't say realistic, because sometimes being realistic can be tedious, like having to make sure you feed your character every 3 minutes. It's going to be annoying.
Yeah.
But having more options to spend money on stuff that actually gives you value, like not just value in the game, but is actually enjoyable to do.
This is going to be something that's going to last a long period of time. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got to last 10 to sorry, Johnny. It's got to last 10 to 15 years. And that's at a minimum. I can't see them releasing another GTA.
Yeah, we're
for
gonna
the
be
next
too
10
old
years.
for that. We're
Yeah.
gonna be way too old.
I'm not doing GTA 7. Not doing all the hype for that.
Retire before then.
No, it'd be boat
100%.
streams, boat streams with GTA 7 on the
Well,
boat.
100%. I'll be down for that. I think that they're more likely to introduce map expansions and DLC in the
Yeah,
future.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
even for story mode, they didn't do it with GTA 5 because they were busy with Red Dead. I think this time round they're more likely to put more time and effort into that.
I think it's going to be just separate. I think it's going to be separate. They're going to separate GTA 6, and there's going to be it's just going to be called some. I don't know. I don't know what the next iteration of online is going to be called, but GTA Online V2, however they're going.
I feel like they're just gonna rebrand it to GTA Online, and we'll refer to the current one as just GTA 5 Online. It just rolls off the tongue a lot better.
Yeah, maybe like a
And,
new logo, or something like that, and then they just each time they come out with a new Grand Theft Auto, it's like GTA 7. I don't think GTA 6 is the last GTA in my opinion. like the next like 15 years or whatever, then it'll be like GTA 7 and then the next GTA Online with just a different logo or something. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, I
It
think
just
you're right with that.
it just complicates it. If you call it GTA 6 Online or GTA Online V2, I don't know, it just doesn't it doesn't come, roll off the tongue that good as well. So yeah, I think that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. I think they the GT Online model at the moment isn't broken, it's just outdated.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
they'll shift it
Yeah.
across, update it, reskin the whole thing, maybe add user generated content into there. Um, and I think that'll be the definitive kind of end to GT
Definitive
Online.
edition.
Yeah, the definitive edition of GT Online. I don't think it will be a standalone game. I think GT Online is you'll go to GT Online and you'll be able to choose which one you play, whether it's 5 or 6. I think that there might be an option where they merge those together if you own both games.
Oh, they do it like the Call of Duty hub.
Yeah, so
You
it'd be like
launch up that
Rockstar
and then you
launch.
pick a game.
Yeah, I think it'll be in Rockstar's launcher.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I get a bit annoyed when not that I really play Call of Duty that much anyways, but like the COD HQ or whatever they call it, and they
Yep.
have like the legacy top. Yeah,
I hate
personally
that
don't
as
like that.
well.
Yeah,
Having
I
to
don't
boot
like
that
it.
up, it takes up
just
so much storage as well.
and yeah, and that's another thing. Like I'd rather them just keep everything separate, to be honest. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's just me.